Tech Talk Thursdays.
Whoa, what's up? Hello and welcome back to another Tech Talk Thursday. If you're new here, hey, thanks for joining us. Today I'm going to answer some questions and I hope it's always helpful. If you've been around for a while, thanks again. Hey, and if you haven't subscribed yet, click that button below. More cool content to follow. So today's topic I've seen talked about a lot, and I've had students just really struggle with this issue, and it is, should I foot launch or should I get a cart, a quad, or a trike? And the question always comes up, and it seems to me that people believe that, hey, if I can't foot launch, I'm not going to do it. Or they really think that foot launching is the only way to go. I owned a quad, and I've flown quad, not a lot, but a few times, and enough to get a really good appreciation for how awesome it is. And I've foot launched like 350 flights too. So here's my input and my thoughts on quad versus foot launch. It's not really about, hey, I'm young and I have to foot launch. You know, I'm healthy, I have to foot launch. Foot launching is great, but you know, you got to be honest with yourself. Your physical condition, things like that, it's kind of difficult, and especially in the beginning. The more that people fly, the better and the easier that it looks. But in the beginning, we all know, we've all struggled through in the beginning. It's a lot of work. I had a 63-year-old guy who was an Ironman. He competed in Ironmans and everything, great shape. And he said, I got a foot launch. I said, look, you know, quads are a really good alternative. You're still getting to fly. There's still no license. And you don't have to run. Training time is also less because there's not that much to it. When you have A assists on your quad and you hit the throttle, it's so much easier to just hold your brakes and hit the throttle. That being said, quad usage and flying is great, and it's almost like it's comfortable. You're in the seat when you take off. So a lot of people are just thinking like quads are only for people that maybe have physical limitations or are older. And honestly, I'd like to see more people, young people, flying quads because it's awesome. Like quads, people that fly quads and trikes, no, it's cool. Now, there are downsides to it. So if you want to fly a quad, more money, takes up more space in transportation, and there's a slight bit where you lose that feeling of just walking into the sky. That foot launching really makes you just, it's that perfect feeling of just walking right into the sky. But if you're on the fence or you think that it might be a struggle, you should really be honest with yourself and go, quad's pretty sweet. I flew it and I thought it was just as easy to maneuver and could do wing overs. So don't be discouraged if you have to go the quad route. It's still amazing. Now, if you're in good physical condition and you want a foot launch, that's awesome. We all know that foot launching is the closest thing to just being a bird and taking off the ground. So there's really big upsides to foot launching. You know, you're going to get your gear for a little bit less. You're buying less material. You're also going to be able to transport it super easy. You can pack it down, throw it in your car. And a lot of the quads nowadays break down pretty easy, but foot launching, it's simple. I mean, I have 2 paramotors in my garage and 3 wings, and they don't take up hardly any space at all. So foot launching is great. If you're in good shape, you know, go ahead with it. You know your limitations. But if you have knee, ankle, hip, even some shoulder stuff like that, you want to just be real with yourself. So when you go on all the forums and you talk to people and you're getting into that, or maybe you foot launched for a long time when you had an injury or things like that, definitely don't be afraid to fly quads. I know for a fact one day I'm going to get a quad again just because it's awesome. Like sitting down in your seat, you have things that you can mount to, and it's great. So don't be discouraged if you feel like you have to think about getting a quad. So, you know, there's other aspects of it also. When you're flying a quad, you can have a little bit more fuel capacity and you don't have to worry about running with a full tank. Foot launching in the beginning, I always have my students take off with just a tiny bit of gas. The less weight that you have on your back, the better. And paramotors keep getting stronger and lighter. A thing for foot launching, though, and I've talked about in the past, super important, is strength of your cage. Early on, you're going to have a butt landing or two. You're going to have things that don't go perfectly smooth. The lightweight foot launch units with the cages that flex a little bit will cost you money if you know you have a butt landing or you break stuff. And the carbon fiber, things like that stuff will shatter. So just being completely honest, I've been to a lot of fly-ins. I've seen a lot of pilots break their gear. But I've seen quads tip over and roll. But quad flying, if you're getting into it and you're really questioning what you should choose, take my advice. Check them out and really think, like, you're going to keep this thing for a long time, ideally. If you get a foot launch and you get scared of it, you might get out of the sport. If you get a quad and you have no fear to go out to the field and take off, you're still going to have as much fun as a foot launch, and you're going to do it safe. So hopefully as you're getting into it, I know there's tons of new pilots. Like, it's awesome to see how many new pilots there are and going to fly-ins to just talk to how many low-hour pilots that there are out there. We were all there, even the experienced people watching this, we were all there in the beginning. So if you have 2 cents to add to this, put it down in the comments about your decision on whether to get a quad or to foot launch, or maybe you flew quad until you got the skills and felt proficient taking off and landing, and then transitioned maybe back to foot launching a little bit. Put that stuff down in the comments below because it's super helpful. My goal on Tech Talk Thursdays is always to put information out there that just helps pilots in general, but really new pilots, because I remember early on it was a struggle and it was a little bit scary. Now I feel more confident and I have the ability to kind of look and see what's going to be best. If somebody comes to me and says I have to foot launch and they're not capable of doing it, I'm completely honest with them. So there's certain factors, but if you get a quad, or if you feel like you need to get a quad, don't feel like it's like a step down. It's still awesome. And if you're younger and you want to get a quad, awesome too. You're going to have a blast with it. Every time I fly quad, I think, man, I want one of these quads. Anyway, that's a little bit of the back and forth of quad versus foot launch. Also, hey, thank you guys again. It's finally getting warm out. You can tell here, I got the fire going. It's Wisconsin. We're finally getting warm weather. It's like summer is coming early here because it's March and all the snow is finally gone. A little bit of rain, but a lot of just warm temperatures. And it looks like in the forecast we're going to be getting some good weather again. So if you're in the Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota area and you want to come together, I'm all about flying the north woods of Wisconsin, getting up, checking out, just like a bird, flying up above these uncongested areas where there's not a lot of people and getting out. And the beautiful thing about paramotors is flying slow. So anyway, that's a Tech Talk Thursday. I haven't been on here in super long, and I apologize, super busy schedule. But I want to update you. This is a project that I have going on. I built a workbench in my living room. I always wondered, why not have a workbench in your living room? A lot of people want a lazy boy and a couch to relax. I want this to be my creative zone. So I built this workbench. It's made out of an old pallet and gas pipe. And right now I got the wall right here, but I thought, what's even better than shelves and pictures? I'm going to be getting a picture window installed right here. So I'm putting in like a 36 by 48 or 30 by 40 picture window so I can look right out in the morning, check out the forecast, have my YouTube creativity in this zone right here. So, why not? And I'm going to start with one workbench, and I think I'm going to move to a second one. And this is like my favorite spot just to hang out. Also, if you guys have been around long enough, you know that I have PPG Supply, which is a company that sells PPG Supply. So if you're ever in need, this is the Chase Cam. I just got a whole bunch of the new strobe systems in. Also just got in the U-Float. I'll have more of the Tow Pros. Check it out, www.ppgsupply.com. Also, all orders are free shipping, and you get a free sticker with it too. So what the heck, free stickers are cool, and it's awesome. Check out this sweet Paramotor sticker. Anyhow, Tech Talk Thursday. Again, love seeing you guys. Can't wait to hit up some fly-ins and fly together with everybody. It feels like things are opening back up. It's getting back excited. Weather's warming up. It looks like down in Florida, my buddy Robert. What's up, Robert? How you doing? 80 degrees down in Florida. Everybody's across the country. I follow all you guys on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and it's fun seeing everybody getting out and getting some good sky time. So, seasoned pilots, welcome back. New pilots, hit subscribe, stick around for more flying, check out some old videos, and if you ever have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I'm happy to get back. Again, good seeing all you guys. Tech Talk Thursday. I'm out. Have a good night. See you later.
Tech Talk Thursdays.